Oh, you're good. I think that's you.
Well set. Here's Brunson. Tyus Jones picking up that last basket. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. That three off the mark.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
With the shot. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Jones has got 6 points.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share, and we talked about facing off against Jimmy Butler, and the coach said, you have to compete. No one in the league plays harder than Jimmy. He's a guy who gives his all on both ends, so you can't take one possession off. Jimmy Butler, truly a two-way star. Guys?
Thank you, David. Knocks down the three ball. When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play, and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in big moments, to defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys on.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you're saying.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And the Knicks with possession here after the basket by Washington. McBride passes to Hart. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Over Valanciunas. New York, no good that time either.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
There's the killer two-handed slam.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
The shot's good.
You know, Josh Hart, the very definition of unselfish. How about keeping his eyes up and finding his teammate?
Doubled by Bridges. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Take a look at the Knicks. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is going to bring it right at them. And, of course, the Wizards, they're just sitting one spot down right on their heels.
And checking out New York, what an ideal start for them this season. I mean, it takes some teams a while to kind of come together. Not this group. They were ready right from the start.
And what a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year.
And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here, following the goaltending call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Achua, he's checked in for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson comes in for Cameron Payne. And then for Washington, Sar's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Bay comes in for Green. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Jimmy Butler. With 4 seconds on the clock, and it's laid in by Rozier.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And so it's the Washington Wizards in command with the 16. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Wizards.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. Sarr out there with Bay. Then there's Terry Rozier. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Jones in at the point. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That's good from Rozier. Hey, Shams, we know you've reported on so many big trades that did happen. Were there ever a few that were close to happening but may have fallen apart at the 11th hour?
I always wait until things are 100% confirmed, but listen, there's always a trade or two that's viewed as done but just does not happen, whether it sours, whether something falls apart. There's always one deal or two that falls apart at the trade deadline or in the offseason, but I try to wait as best I can and make sure that when I report, it is confirmed.
Outstanding.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
Here's Jones. And the basket for the fourth time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Tyus Jones showing an ability to finish in close. How about the use of the angle right there?
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Wizards. And if you've been following them closely this year, you know they're winning games by double-digit margins.
And making it look easy, guys. And when this team gets a lead down the stretch, they protect it as well as anybody in the game. They have become comfortable in dealing with adversity.
And with the new broadcasting deals, NBA salaries figuring Shams to skyrocket.
And we're not even just talking about the players, Kevin. It's the coaches. It's the front office executives. Everyone is seeing some massive, massive paydays. Every single year we're seeing the biggest contract in league history, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger in years to come.
Are you surprised at the size of some of these coaching deals? I mean, the numbers are amazing to me.
Coaching, these front office deals, it's getting higher and higher, and once Monty Williams signed the deal he did in 2023, that only elevated.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult
rules, the officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
To catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. You're double-checking, and the game continues on.
It's about the work for Jalen Brunson. He's put in a ton of time to become a knockdown shooter.
32-12.
Now, Koulibaly. His last outing, he had 18 points. Drills it from outside. You communicate so much with NBA GMs. You talk with owners. You talk with personnel people. You know, knowing what they do, what is an overlooked part of how they operate their day-to-day jobs with these NBA teams?
A few things for me, Kevin. It is the relationships with agents, with other teams. Are they trusted? Do they have the trust of others? That is of importance, certainly. And how well connected are they within the organization? How are they building their own front offices in their own buildings? But their thirst for information, their ability to use information to strategize, that is something that occurs every single day. Because if you know something is happening with a specific team, that could shape how you want to strategize your team moving forward.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Mitchell Robinson. And O'Neal subbed in for Kyle Kuzma. Washington's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Butler from outside. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Rozier for 3. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Shams, I am so sorry our time has run out. It has been great having you here with us. We appreciate your time so much, and I hope we do it again soon.
Thanks, Kevin. Anytime. You know when I'm not on my phone, I'm here to talk to you and talk hoops with you any time of the day.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much again. Hey, DB, wasn't that terrific talking to Shams? He is as plugged into everything around the NBA as anyone you could hope to meet.
A guy who's really in the know, and as somebody who prides themselves on doing research, boy, you have got to respect the legwork and the dedication he brings to the table.
Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Bridges outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
Koulibaly, no good. The Knicks shooting a ghastly 26% from the field. Their offensive game looking completely out of whack.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's Koulibaly. The Knicks pull it in.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the reward.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
I've got to admit, even when these guys are covered, they make the shots.
Yeah, you like to say close out on the shoot.
Now it's time to check. That'll do it for our show.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Nice game. Great performance by Terry Rozier.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look that he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
We've got Josh Hart. Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Towns, and it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Valanciunas, good. Zadores, here's a question for you. Should the NBA widen the court? Because the corner 3 now is such a staple in these offenses.
That's exactly right. One of the most coveted, Kevin, because the proximity of the shot is so desirable. Here's what we know unequivocally. There's no way they're going to widen the court because it would take out some of the money-making courtside seats. That's not happening.
Valanciunas inside. Defended by Hart. And here's Green outside. Hits it from 3-point range. Green's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Bridges misses.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Valanciunas, 2 points. That one goes. Valanciunas has got 9.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3. Terrific play calling. Everything clicking out of the gates here.
And with each passing season, DB, OG Anunoby seems to keep getting more and more versatile.
You are exactly right, Kevin. What we know unequivocally is this is one of the best cross-positional defenders in the league. One of those guys that's truly capable of guarding 1 to 5. But his willingness to be a 3-point threat, an offensive rebound, and put it on the deck is exactly what you're talking about.
Here's Hart. Still yet to score. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Bridges against Butler. Bridges attacking.
Well, there's a level of athleticism and length, so Mikal Bridges works hard on the glass and good things happen.
Here's Anunoby. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Anunoby's got his second bucket tonight.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Towns against Valanciunas. Butler passes to Valanciunas. Valanciunas draws the double. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
This guy's been adept at finding ways to finish inside. Jonas Valanciunas doesn't miss many of these chances. Given an opportunity, he'll deliver.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, last season, Draymond Green got his three-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. It was getting my movement patterns right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years, but Draymond's are good, and now they've made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said you're hip. Floor spacing, always critical. Good point, D.A. GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
Washington calls timeout for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Josh Hart. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Royce O'Neal. And Miles McBride subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Outside Rozier. Lets it go from deep. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Pass to Kuzma. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And now here's Rozier, the fast break chance. Now Beverly. Kuzma brings the double team. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. Cameron Payne's checked in for the Knicks.
Coming onto the floor for your New York Knicks, number 1, Cameron Payne.
43 seconds left to play in the third. And the basket by Rozier.
Certainly not the number one thing Bay is out there to do, but he saw an opening and able to make the pass.
Here's Payne. Rebound by the Wizards. Koulibaly with it. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. They double him with Payne. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Back to Koulibaly. 6 to shoot. Beverly for 3. No good that time. Kuzma outside. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. He got it up. He can't hit that time. And so it's the Washington Wizards sitting at a lead of 40 points at the... And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go. With the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So on the floor for Washington, they've got Sarr. Rozier's out there with Patrick Beverly. Then it's Sadiq Bey. And it's Koulibaly in at the small forward. Bobbed up there for Robinson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Guys, he's such a big target. On the alley-oop, throw it up. Mr. Robinson, the only one in the building who can catch it and finish.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Wizards. On Friday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Boston Celtics. Then on Sunday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Indiana, going up against the Pacers.
And for that game against Chicago, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. And New York making a change here. Bridges checks in.
Mikal Bridges.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Here's Brunson. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Washington's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. That shot wide open.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Wizards lead.
Fires from way outside. And they get it back. Pass to Bey. Shoots over Kuzma. Bey, no good.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Kuzma can't get it to go.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
And it's blocked.
Sharp defensive instincts from the rookie. Sarr using those long arms to knock that one away.
From the Wizards, they're shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. Let's get an update on OG Anunoby. What's the status, David?
Guys, I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer of the Wizards about his status. Oh, that is not what you want to see. It sounds like it's a serious injury. The team was just starting to settle into its rotations. Now, next man up. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Appreciate the update. Never like to see any kind of injury, Greg.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest parts of the game because you have little to no control over it.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
The second effort. It's hauled in by Beverly. So it's Washington now from deep three-point territory. And they'll get another chance. Doubled by Bridges. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Fires from way outside. Kuzma pulls it in. The Knicks shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Robinson kicks to Kuzma. Bridges outside. Pass to Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls up on the wing. And Rozier pulls it down. Rozier's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Wizards.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Terry Rozier.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Takes a step back. Brunson, no good.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
Here's Holmes. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And the dunk by Towns.
We call that moving with intent and purpose. The big-time finish by Karl Anthony.
George from deep three-point land. Tries again. It falls.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Thanks so much, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in.
I was wondering, the cook can see what is on your mind? I'm just waiting for you to tell me, baby. Even my bed, so I know I'm on your mind. Phone get on in one more time. looking for your touch so very much that I need when you're around me. The way you make me feel, the way your love is real. Oh no, no, my time, me, my time,
And now, the starting lineup.
We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
Now look at the opening lineup for Washington. OG Anunoby out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Tyus Jones. And it's Butler in at the two-guard spot. It's Siakam with the drive. Oh, it's blocked by Green. Jones, the pass to Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Look, that's exactly what you want to see from Butler. He's at his best when he's attacking the rack.
We'll now go to Allie LaForce, who spoke with Rick Carlisle. Allie.
I wanted to know how he planned on tackling the Jimmy Butler problem. He told me, I want to make everything as hard for him as possible, anything we can do to bother him and to get him to be even a little less aggressive, trying to put out the fire before it starts. That's the plan. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Halliburton. Really helps his team on offense, recording 20 points a game. And he banks in the layup.
He's such a creative scorer in close. Tyrese Halliburton only needs a sliver of space to make you pay.
And Grant, when you play the Wizards, you better be ready to run.
BA, they like to speed you up. They force you to play at their pace. And on the flip side, that gives you open floor opportunities as well.
Now here's Halliburton. He picked up 10 in his last game.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Anunoby passes to Valanciunas. The shot from 20 feet out. They get the rebound. Outside, Green. Let's go with a 3. Can't get it to go. Making him 0 for 2. For Indiana, they've gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Nesmith with it, and it's Anunoby picking him up. Siakam outside. Sinks it from distance.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
Butler passes to Valanciunas, and here's Butler. Jones feels it out. Lets the 3 fly. Gets the 3 to fall.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Halliburton. And out of bounds, the Wizards will take it. Here's a look at some stats for Jimmy Butler.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
And Washington making a change here. Koulibaly's checked in. Sweet little floater. Jones has got 5.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Let's have a look at the teams who have been shooting the ball the most consistently these past 10 games. Washington, 3rd.
Recently, they've been effective in getting good looks. Field goal percentages are typically tied to the quality of your shots.
Pass to Halliburton. Misses in close. And it's Green with the ball for the Washington Wizards. 7-point differential. Puts it up. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Now here's Siakam. And he comes up with a bucket. He's got 5.
Oh, an aggressive move there by Siakam, using the length to finish inside.
Well, the first 7.5 seasons of Pascal Siakam's career were in Toronto. But Clark, a fresh start here with the Pacers.
You know, it's great for the Indiana Pacers because Pascal Siakam wanted to be part of this group. He saw a nucleus of young talent that had a chance to be competitive in the East and chase a championship. So he signed a nice big contract this summer to remain a key contributor for them moving forward. Actually, he'll be the hub of the wheel along with Tyrese Halliburton.
And that'll be Indiana's ball as it goes out of bounds. Pacers able to keep the possession. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Miles Turner, the 11th pick by the Pacers in 2015 for much of his career with the team. He's endured the trade rumors. He said, I've still got PTSD from that, but I wanted to be here in Indy. And last season, a renegotiation of his contract, giving him an extension and a raise. Brian, he is locked in as their starting center.
Yeah, it would appear so, Allie. Thank you.
Outstanding long-range shooting here early. They already have hit multiple shots from downtown.
Bring music, scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
Siakam, no good.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Three-pointer. And it's Coulibaly missing. Pacers trail by 11. Walker in the post. Butler covering. Here's Nembhard. Jones with the block. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Sarr passes to Butler. Down low. High post Green. Shoots over Siakam. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Green's got 7 points.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Quite a position here for the Wizards to be in. What do you think, guys?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
They've got Andrew Nembhard. James Wiseman is out there with Toppin. Then it's Halliburton, and it's McConnell in at the 1. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And the Pacers making a change here. Walker's checked in. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
And it's good. 2 points. Rozier's got his first 2 points.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Washington leading by 15. To the inside. Sarr. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Rozier from outside. The shot won't fall. For Indiana, they've gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. Pass to Nembhard. Halliburton on the wing. And the foul on Patrick Beverley. That's his first foul.
Timeout.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Nembhard. OG Anunoby's checked in for Washington. Jones comes in for Rozier. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. There's a screen by Toppin. McConnell passes to Turner. Just 4 to shoot. And he dunks it down.
Yeah, this is how impactful Mathurin can be in close. He loves jamming it home.
The 3 from Valanciunas hits the three-pointer. Valanciunas has got 6.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Basket counts. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches, but the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, You want to run, and honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court like that. The Frenchman, s'il vous plaît. Taking flight. You gotta like Sarr.
Inside. To the paint. Outside for McConnell. Fires from deep. Washington with a rebound. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
It really just wasn't a fun game for them. Their offense looked stagnant, and they couldn't get anything going.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
2 minutes remaining in the first
Outside Koulibaly. We've got 1:55 left in the first half. Knocks it down from distance.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Brad, you talk about NBA length. Alex Sarr has it in spades.
So many young bigs we're seeing these days. He combines that length with some guard skills as well. And that's a very intriguing package.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Washington?
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
Siakam, he's checked in for Indiana. Neesmith comes in for Halliburton. Indiana has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter.
Washington foul.
Indiana shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
And that one falls from McConnell.
He wasn't quite as assertive as he needed to be in the first quarter, but now he's taking a more head-on approach and getting himself to the line.
The Wizards on offense. They're on a 17-6 run. And Anunoby gets it to go.
Assistant, Rashawn Holmes.
There's a minute 12 left to play in the first half. And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line. Indiana shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. First free throw is good.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Jonas Valanciunas has checked in for Washington. Draymond Green comes in for Bay.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Pass to Mathurin. Oh, they get a hand on it. Here's Jones. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Jones has got 6 here in the quarter.
When you talk wings, Butler is a top-notch passer. He has a great understanding of the game.
Siakam with it. Green covering. Siakam, no good.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration, even for a nanosecond.
Sends it home from three-point land.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
And he lobs it up, and it's Butler with the jam.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the last.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
T.J. McConnell.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. And here's Butler outside. Buries it from 3. Butler's got 12 points in the game.
Developing that quick release. Butler making it look easier and easier.
Pass to Siakam. Oh, it's blocked by Green. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green.
Checking in for the Pacers, number 2, Andrew Nembhard.
Here's Siakam, and so it's Washington with 0 pressure as they hold on to a 35-point advantage. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, What's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days? Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Wizards.
This is the kind of...
That's it for us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It has been one outstanding game from Jimmy Butler.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Checking out the group for Brian Keefe to start the second half. Green out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Tyus Jones. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Butler in a shooting guard.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
Offline with a 3. For Indiana, they've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Mathurin passes to Turner. Oh, it's blocked by Green. And he gets it back. Siakam finds Halliburton. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Halliburton's got 5 points.
Well, they get 1 to drop. A little relief after 4 straight misses to start the half.
It's stolen by Halliburton. They've got numbers. For 3, Mathurin. It's rebounded by Washington. Green's got 4 rebounds now. And here's Butler outside. Counted from distance. 15 points in the game.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
One constant in the NBA, Clark, the constant movement of players.
Yeah, and I think you've got to try to look at the positive side of that, the freedom that players have to play where they choose to play in many cases. I think that's the right of any employee, to be able to go where they feel they can best optimize their individual and team situations. I think it allows teams to rebuild on the fly and get competitive more quickly. And I like that aspect of it. I don't like to see it overwhelming a season, but I do like the fact that players have that option.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
The Pacers have a star tandem with Tyrese Halliburton and the newly re-signed Pascal Siakam, who set up his all-star point guard. His knowledge of the game and his desire to win and get better, that's all you can really ask for from a young player. Out there on the floor together, I think it's naturally just a fit. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Turner can always wow you with a highlight play. But, Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. He can shoot the 3. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. An excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little areas.
And again, it's Washington converting.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
To the middle. And then Turner with the dunk.
Boy, that's just too easy, guys. Turner, a player you can't allow to get free near the rack. He's a great dunker. Bang.
Green. And the layup is good off the glass. Green's got 9.
He got in excellent position, then takes it right back up.
Halliburton, the pass to Turner. Mathurin against Anunoby. And Mathurin gets it to go on the assist by Turner.
And Mathurin is an impressive scorer, skilled at finding ways to convert around the rim.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Outside Mathurin to the paint. Here's McConnell. It's rebounded by Washington. Valanciunas has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. That one from long range. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Perfect dime drop that time. Nice execution of the bounce pass.
McConnell against Jones. On the wing, Matherin, an aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. Washington has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. And here's Green from the arc. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist. Jones has got 6 assists in the game.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And what you like about Matherin, he brings the energy. He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for Indiana. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jonas Valanciunas. That's foul number 2 for him.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
No problem for me with that call. He was still sliding right there.
Walker, a screen on Rozier. Up top, McConnell, pounded by Rozier. McConnell's shot is off. With 1 on the clock. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Great job ending the quarter.
And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. It's the Wizards opening up a huge gap. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter when we return. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. It was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. They've got Halliburton, Walker out there with Obi Toppin. Then there's T.J. McConnell, and it's Nembhard in at the 3. That's the 5 for the Pacers. Pass to McConnell. Halliburton for 3. Here's Toppin. Outside for Halliburton. Now Nembhard. Fires the 3. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
Rozier gets the bucket.
From distance, Rozier looking confident.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And Bilal Coulibaly picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And there's just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And the Pacers making a change here. Bryant's checked in. Nembhard outside. Off target with the 3.
He's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
And Beverly gets it to go.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
It's hard for me to watch this. The defense practically giving them those shots.
Whoa, slamming it home on the taller defender. What swag.
Hey, no good.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this 4th quarter. 3-pointer Rozier. Walker pulls down the board.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Inside. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
They get it back. Pass to Sarr. Shoots over Bryant. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Halliburton looking over the floor. And a slam dunk by Toppin.
Toppin, Skywalker, Obi, insane verticality.
Bay from long range gets the 3 ball to go. Bay's got his first 3 points of the game.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Halliburton finds Toppin. On the wing, Nembhard. Beverly defending. And the jam by Walker.
As a roller, Walker has soft hands for the catch, and he is aggressive.
Bay outside. Pass to Rozier. Over Halliburton. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Halliburton outside. And there's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Offline with a baseline jumper.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Wizards.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Jonas Valanciunas.
He played big all night, relentless on the glass, just helping his team in the possession battle.
Another miss by Halliburton.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
And a slam dunk by Toppin. So quick off the floor, Obi Toppin. There's 25 seconds left in the game. Beverly for 3. And the Wizards with another 3.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Stolen by Rozier. And here's Bay. Beverly outside. No good from 18. So we see the Wizards taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that, all right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Allie LaForte.
Down, boy, I'll never be the same now, boy, yeah. Just got a new whip with a V8 and it make noise, yeah. Them boys in the city.